Alex, and his wife, Rachel, had been married for 5 years. They were a lovely couple, always smiling and holding hands. But despite their happiness, they had a secret sorrow. They didn't have kids. Alex wanted children so badly. He would often talk about the things he'd do with his future kids, like playing soccer and teaching them how to ride a bike. But Rachel wasn't convinced. She worked as a nurse in a busy hospital, working long hours and irregular shifts. She didn't think it was fair to bring a child into their lives when she couldn't even guarantee she'd be there for them all the time. Alex understood Rachel's concerns, but he couldn't help feeling disappointed. He felt like he was failing as a potential father because he couldn't provide enough for his family. He worked as a freelance writer, and some months were better than others. He worried that if they had kids, they wouldn't have enough money for food, clothes, and education. One evening, Alex came home from a meeting with a potential client, looking gloomy. Rachel asked him what was wrong, and he sighed, "I just don't know how we're going to make ends meet this month. And I was thinking, maybe if I could just get a steady job, we could start thinking about having kids." Rachel put down her book and looked at him with understanding eyes. "Alex, I know how much you want kids, but my job is just not suitable for a mother. I'm away from home most of the day, and when I am home, I'm exhausted. It's not fair to leave childcare to you all the time." Alex nodded, knowing she was right. But he couldn't shake off the feeling that they were missing out on something precious. He wanted to be a father, to teach, to guide, and to love a child unconditionally. As the days went by, the topic of children became a recurring theme in their conversations. Alex would bring it up, and Rachel would gently shut it down. They both knew they wanted different things, and it was causing tension in their relationship. Alex's job had never been enough. The long hours and meager pay barely kept the lights on, and each month felt like a slow battle against debt and disappointment. Still, he tried. He always tried. But it was Rachel who held the family together. She managed the bills, cooked the meals, and offered the emotional strength that Alex often lacked. Though she had once made it clear she didn't want children, citing her demanding career, they both understood and respected each other's choices. Their love was quiet, but real. Even without children, the pressure of survival weighed heavily. One evening, after balancing the books and seeing yet another shortfall, Rachel decided something had to change. She began exploring new job opportunities, desperate to find something that paid better and brought more stability. That was when she reached out to Becky, her old friend from university. Becky was sympathetic and quick to help. She told Rachel about her brother, Steve, a manager at a growing tech firm who might be hiring. A meeting was arranged, and Rachel showed up hopeful, resume in hand. Steve was friendly, too friendly. After reviewing her qualifications, he leaned back in his chair, gave a calculated smile, and said, "You're more than qualified. I can make this happen. But I'll need something from you in return." His eyes said what his words didn't. Rachel recoiled. "What are you saying?" "You know what I mean," Steve said, voice low. "Just once. No one will ever know." Rachel stormed out, disgusted and angry. But the thought lingered. That night, lying beside Alex, who had fallen asleep from exhaustion, she stared at the ceiling. Her mind wrestled with guilt and fear, need and pride. By morning, Rachel had made her decision. She sent Steve a message. She agreed to do what he asked. Rachel met Steve at a hotel downtown the night after she sent the message. She didn't speak much. She simply let it happen. The act was quick, silent, and left her feeling hollow, but Steve kept his word. The next day, she received an official offer letter from the company with a generous salary. Within weeks, Steve arranged for her to get a fully furnished apartment close to the office and handed her the keys to a brand new car. Back at home, things began to change. Rachel brought in steady money, took care of bills without delay, and even began saving. Alex, for the first time in a long while, smiled without a weight on his chest. He told anyone who asked how proud he was of Rachel. He said she was a strong woman, the reason their lives had turned around. Rachel smiled, but the secret burned quietly inside her. Months passed, then one morning, Rachel stood in the bathroom, trembling. The test strip in her hand showed two bold lines. She was pregnant. And she knew, it couldn't be Alex's. They hadn't been intimate in over 6 months. Panic took over her thoughts. She sat on the edge of the tub for what felt like hours. The next few days, she began initiating closeness with Alex. He was taken aback at first, even hesitant. One night, while they lay in bed after she had kissed him more deeply than usual, he asked, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" Rachel held his hand and said softly, "I've been thinking. I've changed my mind. I want us to have children." Alex pulled her close, overwhelmed with emotion. "Really?" She nodded. "Really." But inside, Rachel's heart beat with fear. One quiet evening, Rachel walked into the living room where Alex sat on the couch, flipping through a magazine. "Alex," she said gently, her hands folded in front of her. He looked up, smiled. "Yeah? I have something to tell you." He sat up straight. "What's wrong?" She shook her head and smiled nervously. "It's not bad. It's... I'm pregnant." Alex blinked, stunned. "Wait, what?" "I'm pregnant," she repeated, her voice soft but sure. He stood up slowly, his face lighting up with a mix of surprise and joy. "Are you serious?" "Rachel. That's amazing." She nodded, and he hugged her tightly. "I can't believe this. After all these years. Wow." He pulled back a bit, looking into her eyes. "What about your job, though? I mean, are they okay with it?" Rachel smiled faintly. "I've taken care of it. They know. Everything is fine." Alex exhaled, still smiling. "You've always got everything under control, don't you?" Months passed, and Rachel gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Angel. From the first moment Alex held her in his arms, he was hooked. Angel seemed to feel the same. Whenever Alex was around, she lit up. Rachel, on the other hand, returned to work quickly. Her job demanded her time, and though she loved Angel, she couldn't always be there. Alex stepped in fully. He fed her, bathed her, sang her to sleep. Angel followed him everywhere, her tiny hands always reaching for his. One evening, as Rachel got home late and dropped her bag by the door, Alex was in the nursery, rocking Angel to sleep. "She waited for you earlier," he said softly. Rachel gave a tired smile. "I'm sorry. I had to meet a client." "She missed you." "I know," Rachel said, walking over and kissing Angel's forehead. "But I'm doing this for her too." After a while, Rachel sat beside Alex. "I don't think I can go through this again," she said quietly. "Another baby? Not now. Not with how things are." Alex looked at her, then at Angel, who was now fast asleep. He nodded. "It's okay. We have her. She's enough." Rachel leaned her head on his shoulder. Thank you for understanding. Alex kissed her hair. She's our angel. And I'm grateful every single day. Angel had grown into a bright, kind-hearted girl with curious eyes and a laugh that echoed through the house. From her earliest days, she clung to Alex. He taught her how to ride a bike, helped with homework, told her bedtime stories. Everywhere Alex went, Angel was never far behind. Daddy, are you coming to my recital? She'd ask with those big eyes, wouldn't miss it for the world. Alex would reply, ruffling her hair. Their bond was unbreakable, or so it seemed. One rainy evening, Angel collapsed in her room. Alex rushed her to the hospital, heart pounding as she lay pale and weak in the back seat. Rachel was out of town for work. At the hospital, the doctor approached Alex after the initial examination. She needs blood, the doctor said. Urgently. We'll start testing for a match. Alex didn't hesitate. Use mine, he said. She's my daughter. Take what you need. The doctor nodded and ordered the test. Hours passed. Later, the doctor returned with a strange expression. Mr. Alex. Your blood type doesn't match Angel's. It's not even close. Alex frowned. That can't be right. Are you sure? We double-checked. I'm sorry, sir. You're not a compatible donor. A strange chill settled in Alex's chest. Then use whatever you have to. Just save her. Please. We will, the doctor said, and walked away. Angel made it through the night. A compatible donor was found in the system. She recovered quickly, smiling again within days, but Alex couldn't shake the confusion. The blood test, something didn't sit right. The love he had for Angel didn't change, but the questions haunted him. He requested a DNA test. A week later, the doctor called both Alex and Rachel into the consultation room. Papers sat on the desk. The doctor adjusted his glasses. Mr. Alex. The DNA results are conclusive. You're not Angel's biological father. Silence fell. Alex stared at the papers, then at Rachel. Rachel looked away. The ride home from the hospital was quiet. Tense. Rachel sat in the passenger seat, staring out the window, while Alex gripped the steering wheel, his knuckles white. When they got home, Alex finally broke the silence. Rachel, he said firmly, we need to talk. What's going on? Rachel shook her head quickly. Alex, please. Not now. Let's just focus on Angel. Alex turned to her, eyes sharp. Don't do that. Don't hide behind Angel. I need answers, Rachel. But she couldn't speak. The fear of losing everything, Alex, her home, her family, clenched her throat shut. She walked past him without another word. Days passed. Alex became quieter, distant. The warmth between them faded into cold silence. Then one Saturday afternoon, Rachel went to pick up a few things at ShopRite. As she turned down an aisle, she nearly bumped into someone. Becky? She gasped. Becky's eyes widened. Rachel. Wow. It's been years. They exchanged a brief hug, but Rachel's expression quickly fell. Becky noticed. Are you okay? She asked gently. Rachel hesitated. Then, like a dam breaking, she told Becky everything. How she slept with Steve for the job, the pregnancy, the blood test, the secret. Becky listened in silence, her eyes soft with pity. Rachel, she said carefully, Steve's dead. Rachel froze. What? He died 4 months ago. Car accident. I'm sorry. Rachel stood still, her heart pounding. I didn't know. Becky took her hand. Listen, I know you're scared. But you need to tell Alex the truth. Let it come from you. Not from someone else. That evening, Rachel returned home, her mind racing. She found Alex outside, playing with Angel in the compound. Their laughter hit her like a wave of guilt. She walked slowly toward them. Angel, she said softly, go to your room for a little while. Daddy will be with you soon. Alex turned sharply. She's fine here. Please, Rachel said, eyes pleading. Just give me a moment. Alex sighed. Angel looked between them, then nodded. Okay. She walked into the house, glancing back once before disappearing inside. Rachel faced Alex. Her hands trembled. Alex. I need to tell you something. And I need you to listen, please. He said nothing. She took a breath and let it out shakily. Steve. He offered me the job on one condition. I was desperate. I didn't think clearly. I slept with him. Alex blinked, stunned. You what? It happened once, she said, tears already forming. I hated myself for it. But we needed the money. I thought I could bury it. You mean to tell me, Alex said, voice rising, that while I was out there working my bones off, supporting you when you said no to having kids, standing by you every step, you were out there sleeping with another man? I didn't mean to betray you, Rachel cried. I was scared. I didn't even know I was pregnant until months later. I thought I could fix everything. You lied to me, Rachel. Alex shouted. You lied for years. You let me love a child thinking she was mine. Rachel sobbed, falling to her knees. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But Alex couldn't take it. He turned and walked away, into the house. In her room, Angel had heard it all. As Alex stepped in, trying to hold back his emotions, she looked up at him with teary eyes. Daddy. She whispered. Are you going to leave me? Are you going to give me to someone else? Alex knelt down and hugged her tightly. Never, he said. I'm your father, Angel. No matter what. I'm not going anywhere. She hugged him tighter, burying her face in his chest. Months had passed, but the pain between Alex and Rachel lingered like a thick fog that never lifted. Though Rachel had apologized over and over again, Alex remained cold. His heart was with Angel, and every time he looked at Rachel, the betrayal echoed. One afternoon, Rachel approached him carefully in the kitchen. Alex, she said softly. He didn't look up. I went to the hospital today. I'm pregnant. This time, it's yours. Alex slowly turned, his face unreadable. Is it really? Or are you lying again to keep me close? Rachel's eyes welled up. I'm not lying, Alex. Please believe me. I just thought. Maybe this could help us heal. But he shook his head. I don't have room in me for trust anymore. Rachel. Not after what you did. From that day, Rachel became a shadow in her own home. She barely ate, barely spoke. Weeks turned into months. Then one morning, after a sharp pain and a rushed drive to the hospital, she lost the baby. Alex sat by her hospital bed, shaken and speechless. I'm sorry, he whispered, eyes red. I'm sorry for how I treated you. But Rachel turned away from him. It's too late, Alex. You didn't believe me when it mattered. I want a divorce. Rachel, no. I can't do this anymore. The decision was made. Their hearts bruised, their love lost in miscommunication and mistakes. They agreed to meet with the lawyer and sign the papers. The date was fixed. Meanwhile, Angel had been quietly observing everything. She couldn't bear to watch her family fall apart. With the help of their house help, she made a plan. The morning of the divorce meeting arrived. Both Alex and Rachel got ready in silence. Before they could leave, Angel walked up to Alex. "Daddy," she said sweetly, "I have a surprise for you in my room." He sighed. "Angel, can it wait? I have somewhere to, no." "Now," she said firmly. Alex raised an eyebrow but followed her. Moments later, Rachel was about to leave when Angel ran up to her too. "Mummy, please come to my room. Just for a minute." "Angel, not now, please." Rachel followed her. Once both parents were inside the room, Angel quickly stepped out and locked the door behind them. "Angel!" Alex called. "Open the door." "What is this?" Rachel frowned. "What's going on?" "You planned this, didn't you?" Rachel snapped at Alex. "You and her, trying to trap me here?" "What are you talking about?" Alex retorted. "I just got here." Outside the door, Angel's voice rang out. "I'm not opening the door until you two talk. Really talk. Fix it, or we'll all stay broken." Then. Silence. Inside, Alex and Rachel stood across the room, breathing heavily. Minutes passed. Then Rachel spoke. "You didn't believe me when I told you the last baby was yours. And you lied to me about our first," Alex shot back. "Do you know what that did to me?" Rachel's voice cracked. "I was scared. I made a mistake. But I never stopped loving you." Alex swallowed hard. "I was angry. But I should have listened. I should have protected you when you were hurting." "I lost everything trying to keep our family whole," Rachel said. "And I still lost you." "You didn't lose me," Alex whispered, his voice breaking. "You just didn't trust me enough to tell me the truth." Silence filled the room again. Then. Rachel stepped forward. "I'm sorry." "I'm sorry too," Alex said, his eyes soft. They looked at each other, really looked, for the first time in months. A smile cracked through Rachel's tears. "I missed you," she said. "I missed us," Alex replied. They both laughed softly, then leaned in and kissed. Outside, Angel gasped and quickly opened the door. She saw them still holding each other. You're not fighting?" she asked. Alex turned to her, smiling. "No, sweetheart. We're done fighting." Rachel knelt down. "We're so sorry, Angel. For making you go through all of this." Alex took Angel's hands in his. "You are really an angel. And no matter what happens, I'll never stop loving you." They hugged tightly, all three of them, wrapped in warmth and forgiveness. Some months later, Rachel gave birth to twin boys. The house was filled with joy and laughter once more. Angel proudly held her new baby brothers and said, "Now I'm the only girl." Alex smiled and kissed her head. "That's because you're the only angel in this house. And no one can ever replace you." They lived together, healed together, and moved forward, stronger than ever. They lived happily ever after.